share in the cash app coming to you, player. Chicken little really fell from the sky, and half the truth ain't nothing but a lie. It's time to tell the truth. 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 Kissing if one word is what we came to do.
Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, my sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. You do not, I repeat, you do not want to miss this episode, Blow. This is a good episode. We had a lot of kickback, a lot of flack from last week's show. We showed the little girl on there. So we decided to do an episode about keeping a child in a child's place and where do we draw the line. A lot of people got a lot of problems with a lot of that. Okay, I said a lot in a little bit of space, Blow. Yeah. Keeping a child in a child's place, and where do you draw the line? Because truly, some children have gotten out of line out here.
I mean, I think the line has become blurred. It's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. Highlight everyone. Like the page, put your cash apps up. You already know. You can watch us live on YouTube as well. If you on Facebook and you always comment and we don't never respond, come over to YouTube. Probably about a year ago, Facebook put it to where you can't live stream from the platform. So we got to do it from YouTube. So if we don't see your comments or you say Art and Blow don't never respond to my comments, come to YouTube. Time to Tell the Truth podcast, all one word, and we're back and forth it out with you.
Absolutely. You know, the way me and Blow, hey, we see you out there. We see you out there.
Sarah Bell, what's going on? Keisha Kiki.
All right. We see y'all in the comments in the queue. Look, you know, me and Blow, we've been discussing this thing. We've been talking about it since last week because somebody had called us up and told us, well, look, what do we do about these kids? I mean, now that you've seen that little girl get beat like that, boy, God bless her heart. I'm just hoping she's all right to the day. Been praying about it and all of that. But when we really analyze all this stuff, you can keep yourself out of harm's way, Blow, if you do certain things and if you don't do certain things.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
And the first thing that they got to do as a child is you got to stay in a child's place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think a lot of times in these days and eras, the biggest problem that we're having is kids just seem to think that they are adults. For some reason, it seemed like when I was younger, I knew I was a child.
Exactly.
You know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people my age or probably people older than me felt like they knew that they were children. Just these days, I think with the technology and the freedom that they have and stuff like that, because, you know, whether we want to admit it or not, they have a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to be in the house by a certain time. I mean, they outside all times of the night. They
don't let dark catch you.
Yeah, exactly. Now they're just doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah. Hey, honey, I see you out there. My beautiful wife. Okay, now look, let me tell y'all something. Man, when we was coming up, you knew who you was. I'm gonna throw a little scripture on you. When I was a child, I thought as a child, I acted as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Okay, we was taught that. Okay, so you had to know and you had to act accordingly. People had a problem last week with Art, you trying to double jeopardy the child and all of that. Look, when you went down the street and you did something wrong, okay, you got a whooping by that person down the street, that grown up that they seen you doing something wrong. They was allowed to whoop your butt. And guess what? When you got back home, you still gonna get a whooping. You're not getting a whooping for what you did down the street when you get back. You getting a whooping for doing it in the first place and disrespecting me as the parent. And I don't know where that went to today, bro.
I think one thing that I'm a firm believer of is anything that you don't allow an adult or your parent to teach you, the world will teach you.
Absolutely.
If you run around disrespecting your parents and stuff like that, you're not going to disrespect everybody in the street. Your mama won't put something on top of your head, but somebody will.
Absolutely.
And then your parents going to be looking crazy, wishing they would have been the one to put it on your head.
Yeah. And as we all know, the government stepped in and didn't want nobody to put nothing on your head. I remember my mama telling me, you're going to listen to somebody. that was the bottom line. You're going to listen to somebody, regardless. Whether you got to go to prison to do it, whether you got to go to jail or institution, when you get there, you're going to listen to them people. Simple as that. So why don't we get these children to listen earlier? That's our question. How can we get these kids to listen now instead of letting somebody else teach them, instead of letting the world teach them?
if anybody out there in the comments, let us know. Anybody watching, let us know what you think was the displacement to why a kid these days can't stay in a kid's place. Because if you see it these days, I mean, they a whole lot of things. They can fight an adult. That was uncalled for.
Yeah.
If an adult say something to me and I don't like it, I'm not going up in their yard trying to put my hands on them people.
No,
You know
man.
what? If I said anything, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to tell my mama.
That's right, or daddy. Either one.
And
I'm
to be
going to get a
honest
grown
with you,
folk.
I was so scared to have so much respect for adults, I didn't even say nothing. I just went and did it.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
I felt like I was having a confrontation with an adult, I didn't cuss them people out. I said, okay, let me keep my mouth shut because mama go whoop me if I say something out of line to them. And I go up there and say, mama, this person down here said this to me.
What do y'all think is not being taught today? That's the point. That's the point right now. Are we not teaching this at home? Parents, are y'all listening? Are we not teaching this growing up? Or are you trying to be their friend? And because being a friend, let me tell you something, to your child is a whole nother level. They look at you a whole different way, because if you look at your friend, you look at your friend a certain way. But your friend can cuss you out. Y'all can cuss each other out. Y'all can even fight each other. But those standards don't hold when it comes to parents. You can't cuss your parents out. You can't fight your parents. You can't do this. You can't do that. The same thing that you was doing with a friend. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be somebody else. Yeah. Upbringers, environment, surroundings come into play. Absolutely they do. But still, who do that fall back on?
But I think in these days and times, it's different. Because, like, okay, so I coach and I be in the gym. You know, I coach my little 6, 7-year-old team. But after practice, the older boys come in. When I was younger, the athlete was the athlete. Most of the time, if he out there putting up 20, 30 points a game, he probably the ones with the A's and the B's. He got the car. He's being productive.
Right.
He doing the right, his head on his shoulder. Nowadays, man, I go out there, man, I see man come down, dunk on somebody, airplay, then tell him what you wanted. It's out there in the car.
Yeah.
This man done dunked on everybody in the gym. Now he ready to shoot up the Y.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, who taught these people this stuff? I mean, nowadays you can't even get the good child to be the good child. The good child want to be both.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy. It should be taught at home. Absolutely. But you know what I find with the problem of it being taught at home, because every mom, every dad out there gonna tell you I didn't bring my kid up like that. Now, I don't know a single one that won't say that I didn't bring my child up like that. My child wasn't right. Yes, he was. Yes, she was. I know you don't. I know that's hard to hear. I know it's hard to say because nobody wants to say that about their child. But yes, you did bring them up like that.
Yeah, if they're doing it, you brought them up like that.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people do it unknowingly because a lot of parents out here, let's say, I give it to mothers and fathers, but we know mostly as mothers raising their kids, they out here with a certain recklessness about them.
Right.
And the kids pick up the same recklessness.
Yeah.
I mean, for you to be trying to fight an adult when they trying to just tell you something, then, you know, you being reckless.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a problem. And that's where the standard starts at. When you got a child, how many of y'all done seen a child in the grocery store just cutting up trying to get something they want? That shouldn't be so. That should be one final nice spanking right there in that store, and you don't never have to walk in that store like that again. But this is what happened. They do that in this store. They do it in the other store. You placate them people. And that's what happens. You placate these children. Right.
But that's where the problem comes from.
And giving around kids that they want to talk anything. That's what, absolutely. It comes from that. And not only kids when they get away from home, you got to realize they got the internet. They got the internet. They ain't got to they don't even have to leave home to learn how to do bad. Okay? All you got to do is get on that doggone internet. I'm telling you. You can bring
the right way, but they be influenced by their peers to do wrong.
Absolutely. I agree with that. But how do you solve that? This is what we're trying to get to today. How it's still a way that you got to do it.
I think it's an understanding that the child has to have.
Absolutely.
I think the biggest understanding that the child is missing is that they are a representation of you,
Absolutely.
not their peers. That's the thing I tell my child all the time. When you acting up at school, when you acting up in class, when them teachers go and sit around each other, they probably saying, who raising that boy? And the answer is me. How's the answer to that question me? I don't. You see what I'm saying? You representing me. You making it look like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Absolutely. Now, how do you get that child in line, okay, to do what you want them to do? See, this thing is very intricate. For parents, listen to me good. It's an intricate situation. It's not no one main thing that makes this stuff happen. It's a lockstep of different things. Now, I'm gonna try to explain some of this stuff to you. First and foremost, with any child, this is what you got to get them to understand. I don't care, and the better, the younger, the better. The first thing you have to do with a child is get them to trust what you say. Absolutely. Without question, they have to trust every word that come out of your mouth. Because if they are not trusting everything that comes out of your mouth, it's going to be a problem later on. Look, son, don't go out that door, okay? They got to trust that you told them not to go out that door. They got to learn to trust that what you mean, you say. And that is for their best interest, period. Now, if you can get that through to your child very early, that what you tell them is for their best interest, you got a head start on the situation. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that now. Yeah. Now you have children having children. Grandmother is 30 years of age. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. You have children having children, but that's still no excuse. Bro, you think that's an excuse? Y'all think that's an excuse?
No.
Children having children, that is not an excuse. Somebody's going to have to be a parent. And the discipline factor, I'm going to tell you this, the discipline factor is missing. How do you start to get your child to trust you? I just said you got to get them to trust you. First of all, put some discipline down. They're going to trust you and they're going to respect you. Two things come out of that.
Well, let me ask you this, Art, because this is the thing too. What about if you disciplining your child, but they going around 10, 15, 20 kids that's not being disciplined? They don't see, they experiencing discipline, but they going around other people and they don't see no discipline around. See, that's the difference. We knew when we went down the street, if I was going to do something, somebody would be like, man, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Right.
Or somebody would be the conscious thinker.
Right.
See, that's the thing. Ain't nobody got no conscience because ain't nobody you got 20 kids together and only 2 of them getting disciplined.
Well, but that's what's the thing about it. I used to get told all the time by my parents, especially my mom, okay, stop hanging with all of these people. But because when you hang with a bunch of people, let me tell you what happens. You might have 4 good guys in the crowd, but you might have 2 bad ones. Those 4 good guys walking down minding their business, doing things. I done been in this situation before myself, so I know how it goes. We walking down the railroad tracks, just having a conversation, coming from basketball practice, just walking down the railroad track, and here go one of the clowns, take a rock, and just throw it and break out somebody's window. Now, everybody out there is in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Now we all in trouble for breaking the window out because this one guy decided to pick up a rock and throw it. I mean, that's the way this stuff works. I don't think all the kids be bad, but I think you have just like one rotten apple spoils the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
You have one, but your child have to be cognizant enough to know that, look, I'm not getting into that mess. When we seen that fight of the little girl last week on the thing, it was a lot of students stood back. They didn't come and try to get into that mess. They knew better. Look at all the kids that didn't know better and a couple that did. Just imagine if all the kids jumped into that mess.
Yeah. Probably more than one would have got dropped. And that's my thing with it. I don't justify it and I don't say that it was right, but this is one thing that we all must admit to be true.
Right.
Nobody innocent got grabbed.
Right.
Not nobody just standing around watching. He didn't
exactly.
He didn't go grab nobody. He didn't grab nobody.
He grabbed right in the fray of
that was
things.
doing something.
Right. The key, everything is respect, respect, respect. If you teach them to respect you, they may be okay. They don't respect you, they may go astray.
And I agree with that 100% because I'm having a problem with one of my nephews, and he acting out everywhere he go, and everything he do, he want to be bad. But I'm telling his mom, maybe he just need to be more on the respect thing. I think one thing about yes, ma'am, and no, sir is it goes a long way to the fact of once you say yes, if I say yes, sir, to you, it's less likely that I disrespect you because I've already set a standard of respect.
Right. Well, the standard comes. Now, the key to that, I agree the key is respect, but not just me. Really, the key is to respect everybody. Yeah, we got a big problem out here.
But that's what I'm saying. If I say yes, sir, to you, say yes, sir, to the white man. To
right,
the person,
exactly.
To everybody.
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why you think these kids don't respect the police. They've never been taught to respect anybody outside the household. No, you don't just not disrespect me. You don't disrespect nobody that's grown.
Yeah,
y'all kids can talk to kids any kind of way, but you can't talk to a grown up any kind of way.
That rubbed me the wrong way when I hear a child tell their
Oh,
parent,
man.
yeah, or no. Yeah, no. What you mean, yeah, no? So
Yeah.
you get out here in front of the law, you ain't gonna have no respect.
Exactly.
You don't even know how to speak to nobody.
Yeah.
And you got people out here that say, which they true. I'm not saying you're not true. Everybody don't believe in that, but that gets you a long way in life.
Right.
They do. That gets you a long
Absolutely.
way. Just simple respect for everybody.
When I hear a child, if I talk to a child come up to me and they might be saying something and saying something, and they, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, I already know that child probably been raised right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they respect the next person like that. I can about tell you that they have been raised right, because they're not going around just telling each other or telling grown people, I don't give a F if you don't get this. I don't give a F if this. I mean, going around, I mean, man, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah, but that goes back up to the other you're right. You got kids raising kids these days. And I say this just about every episode. When I was 2-3 years old, my grandma was in her 60s.
Yeah, exactly.
My daddy mama was taking me to church. I mean, she was an old lady.
Yeah.
Nowadays, man, grandma and great-grandma.
And guess what they would do to you? Boy, that gab that ear like that. Yeah. They're you, come on here. Yeah, you do anything or you get, they had permission to do that.
Yeah.
See, what the problem is today, I truly believe, is these kids have permission to disrespect somebody.
They do.
I'm just saying, they got permission from somewhere or somebody to start disrespecting people.
And I agree.
Yeah.
The fathers are missing from the home. When the father in the home, not going running over the man of the house. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Nor do they run over the woman of the house, because they know. I say this all the time. I said it on the show time and time again. I still remember when I was a little boy, and all my mom had to do was say, wait till your daddy get home. Mm-hmm. I start straightening up immediately. I start taking the trash out. I put on 2 pair of pants.
hey, and then to this comment right here, even the ones with the father in the house, we talk about this all the time. This generation of women don't even think the man's supposed to get the first piece of chicken.
Absolutely.
We done had that whole conversation about just setting the standard of the mama respect the man and the kids need to fall in line.
Okay, let me ask y'all a question then. If the child sees their mama disrespecting a man or disrespecting the husband or the significant other or whoever happens to be around, she always disrespecting him in front of that child, what do you think that child is learning? If this woman ain't gonna respect this man, I don't need to respect not one single man out there. Period. That's the way that goes.
And if you ain't gonna respect no man, you ain't gonna respect no person.
Period. That's why they don't respect the police. That's why they don't respect grown-ups. That's why they don't respect the elders. That is the reason.
You got kids that would have straight put their hands up with grown men.
Absolutely. Knowing they can't win.
And what is a grown man supposed to do? I got to take on a 14-year-old just like I take on Art. I had to, because I can't let you get on me.
Exactly. Or get a win on me. That's the way grown men think. So, you know, you're going to get the consequences. I hated for that little girl, but she got the consequences of what she went up there doing, trying to jump on a grown man. Are you serious? And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not saying this with no malice or nothing like this, but women got a bad habit of trying to jump on men too, and think just because they can hide behind the cloak of being a woman that they won't get beat down. I'm just putting it out there like it is. Know your place. Just like the child's supposed to know their place, a woman knows she can't beat up a man. What are you doing?
Yeah, you need to stop that.
Yeah, what are you doing trying to even jump on one? Yeah. First of all, you lost your mind. Because then if you get beat down, you crying to somebody. And that's the way that goes.
I mean, when it boils down to, don't put yourself in harm's way.
Absolutely.
Because grown men don't even do that.
Exactly.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Grown men know how to pick and choose.
Exactly. They're going to pick and choose their battle. Oh, wait a minute. I might not take
baby, I might need to walk away with this one.
Yeah. Exactly. I might take a blow roll.
I mean, if your back against the wall, you're going to have to go up against anything.
Exactly.
But if your back ain't up against the wall, some grown men do take a walk.
Yeah, exactly. They absolutely take a walk.
That's the truth.
Yeah, it is the truth. So, I mean, you know, we have to understand that we lay the foundation for our kids doing what they do out there. We do that. We got to take that responsibility.
Yep.
or it's going to be some powerful results. You know, I watch some of these young kids get killed by police. The police stop them and simply say, look, put your hands up. What you want me to put my hands up with? Look, man, listen, just put your hands up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you can't even follow that simple instruction. When did you not
But
learn
then that's
to do
what's
that,
wrong
man?
with us as people. We don't even know right from wrong no more. Men ought to say this all the time. It's either good or bad, or it's right or wrong.
Absolutely.
I don't know why everybody done made all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Just like we talk about man, woman, boy, and girl, everybody done made all this other stuff.
Yeah.
They just make it simple stuff all difficult.
Yeah.
Either you good or you bad, either you right or you wrong.
Right. I don't have to make you bad. I don't have to put nothing on you to say you bad. You just bad all by yourself. I don't even have to make up nothing. Why would I have to make up something about, bro? If he's a bad dude, he's just bad.
Everybody know it.
And everybody know it. I'm just trying to add fuel to the fire if I do that. No, he's already bad, and everybody already knows that. I mean, we have to, you know, this is about the kids tonight.
Yeah.
This is about the kids.
Yeah.
Why we got kids out there, grown young men, 20 to 30. Let me put it that way. First of all, don't even know where the jack is in the car. Couldn't find the battery if you asked them for it. You know where it was in a car. Nobody's ever taught them anything. Won't work in a pie factory tasting pies. Won't work at a stand and lean company. All you got to do is stand up and lean all day. Won't even work there. I'm just saying, where did that come from? All that stuff, let's go back to what we was before. All that stuff go back to home.
Yeah.
That go back to home training. You know, that go back to where you say, look, son, I'm going to give you an allowance. You got to take the trash out every week. You take that trash out every week, you get paid for doing that. Then you start to understand the dog. If I just work a little bit, I get paid. I'll earn money. I don't have to go out and carjack and hold up people and steal money. All I got to do is just do a little something for it. That's called a work ethic. You build that from scratch. You build that from the ground up. You teach them that. They'll learn how to earn money. You don't see little young guys no more pushing lawnmowers up there trying to mow a lawn and do this.
Woo. And I love to see them. Every time I see them, but they get hired real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You want to come out there and earn. That's somebody you know that's had a work ethic at home.
And that's the main one up there talking about, yes, sir. Sir, do you need somebody?
Exactly.
I come back later on, yes, sir.
Absolutely.
You stay around, yes, sir. I stay right around down the corner, sir.
Yes, sir.
Respectful.
Respect. And that's the way it goes. You learning something, you training that comes all up. You don't just get Jordans for being a child. These kids these days think I'm just supposed to have Jordans because I'm a child. You didn't even earn the Jordan. Look, okay, what your grades at? Let me see some A's. You get Jordan. You want Jordan, you can earn them. Everything has got to be earned. It's got to be earned.
That's the problem. Ain't nobody earning it.
Exactly.
I mean, you got an 8-year-old got the iPhone 16.
Where he get that kind of money?
8 years old.
Yeah. He ain't earned that, man, no kind of way. Yeah. And see, once you learn to earn, that way you learn that you don't have to take nothing. You don't have to take nothing from nobody. You can earn it. You don't have to steal. You don't have to do none of that. You can go out and you still gonna have money. And guess what comes along with that? You learn how to save money. Okay, you'll still have some money next week. Now, I ain't gonna spend all my money because I don't get paid next week that when I do the grass, when I go take out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? I don't get nothing else. That's learning, man. All that is progress. If you ain't doing that at home with your child, you ought to start. Especially if they're young. This is the best time to give them. The older they get, then they get out in the streets, they get out in there, oh, this is a hustle game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All along while they doing those chores and their buddies out in the streets, they getting locked up, they doing stuff, you earning yours. At the end of the day, you'll see.
And another thing that's a big thing is that's wrong with the parenting these days is their child isn't wrong. We was always wrong.
Absolutely.
When I was always wrong.
Absolutely.
I was always wrong. My mama ain't never come back from PTA meetings and was like, oh, your teacher said you bad in school. I know they lying. No, she'd be like, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, or no, went down there and tried to jump on the bus driver.
Yeah, or it was like, yeah, I told all of them to quit lying on my son.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they took this phone for mine.
Well,
I get a call say, oh, they ain't paid. I went up there and told all of them they ain't bought no phone. Why they taking the phone? What you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now, who does that? So you got one parent over here saying, boy, when they tell you to give them the phone, give them the phone.
Yeah.
Then you got the other parents saying, oh, they ain't paying for no phone. They
Yeah.
don't need to be. Come on.
Why they taking your phone? I mean,
that's what we're dealing with now.
I tell you what, if somebody, the teacher called the home on me, and the first thing my mom would ask me, well, now you got a whole classroom full of children. Why did she pick you out? Why did she pick you out of our whole classroom of children? Or why did he pick you out? Oh, he just wanted to pick on me. Really? What was you doing? That I'm getting the third degree now.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. The teacher they questioning the teacher.
Yeah.
Why you disciplining my child?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of disciplining your child, but not listening to the teacher.
Exactly.
The teachers get disciplined for reporting the child as being not paying attention, not listening, having their phone on. Oh, your child just repeatedly have his phone out. I keep telling him to have his phone out, so I took his phone. Man, when the lady told you to give you the phone, why you didn't just give the lady the phone?
Yeah.
But then the mama over there talking about, oh, I went up there and I told that lady, give me my son's phone. Right. She ain't paid no bill on no phone.
Absolutely.
What is you talking about?
Yeah. And guess what the kids there saying? Everybody else had their phones out. No, they didn't. They put them up. You kept yours out.
You kept yours out.
That's what you did. How many times have we seen parents go up there about a cell phone because a child wanted to keep their phone, knowing they was being disruptive with the phone? We see it on video.
But that style of parenting is why he didn't give them the phone.
Absolutely. That style, which is a bad style.
Parenting styles.
Right. That's what we ought to be looking at. How are you parenting today? You say you bring them up right. Yeah, I think you had good intentions. I think you have good intentions, but you missed the vital points.
You missed the main point. Whenever you take the side of the child, you putting the child in an adult place.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care. When we was growing up, we was always wrong. Even if we was right, we was wrong.
Absolutely.
Even if we was right, until it got figured out.
Until it got figured out, you was wrong.
That's it.
And that's a bad style to have the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you came and told me, and I already know something going on.
Because there are some teachers that are bad.
There are. And we're not forgetting that out here on this show tonight. You got some grown-ups that's bad. We got teachers that's bad. Yeah, it's a lot of them. But let the parent get to that.
Yeah.
Don't let the kid get to that. See, that's the problem. The kids think they the parent, and they think, and like Bro said earlier, the kid is representing you.
That's what made me mad, because I know good and well they saying, who raising this boy?
Absolutely.
He's smoking, he vaping, he ain't giving up his phone, he cussing, his pants all off his ass. Who raising him?
Yeah, absolutely.
And here I go thinking I'm the parent of the year. I'm thinking I'm the best parent there is.
You done did an excellent job.
You got me looking foolish. You got me out looking foolish. I tell mine that all the time. But when you do something crazy and people want to know, where did you come from? Where you came from? Me.
Absolutely. And you representing me. And that's what you ought to be doing.
I taught you nothing like that, to be doing nothing crazy like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you get double jeopardy. Yeah, they was on me last week because I was saying, yeah, no, you still, when you heal up, you still got something coming. Why? That's for disrespecting me. Not disrespecting them. You got what they were giving you for disrespecting. But you ain't got nothing for me, because see, if I don't come back and discipline you, you'll go out there and think you can disrespect somebody else again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that go to what I was saying in the beginning too. When you think that you ain't listening to adult figures, or you ain't listening to somebody trying to tell you something, or you think can't nobody do nothing to you in your home, then you go learn outside the home.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah, you're gonna learn it somewhere.
But you go wish your mama would have whooped you when them YNs get on.
Exactly.
Yeah. If somebody hit you with that switch, you go wish somebody hit you.
Absolutely.
You go wish mama hit you with a switch.
Yeah.
You rather get hit with mama switch than that other switch.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of days that I say, dog, I wish I had somebody that could have said, come, you know what, I wish snatch me up by the collar, please. Snatch me up by the, come here. Let me show you something. Yeah, because I'm telling you, you get out there and you falter and you make all these errors in life that you could have avoided by just listening.
And we all as parents, we know we went through something. That's my biggest thing. That's my biggest fear as a parent. My child going through all the stuff I went through. I went through it so that do you know how much a better place the world would be if the generation behind us didn't go through none of the stuff we went through?
Yeah.
That'll make the world see. That's the thing. They going through worse stuff than we went through because we was raised better, and we still having it hard out here. So what you think they go through?
Yeah, it's gonna be worse.
We respect the police. We do this. We go to work. We yes, man. We know, sir. We still got to go hard for ours.
Absolutely.
So what you think a disrespectful person out here going, their life is gonna be miserable, full of heartache, and it's gonna cause us misery and heartache.
Right.
Because we the one got to go down to the jail. We got to watch the video of them get dropped like that.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows that would have been mine, man. I would have, man. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I hate that her parents even got to watch that.
I do too, man.
Because every time I see it, I think about if that was mine, man. I would lose my mind.
I absolutely would lose my mind. And guess what? Be in straight trouble. I know I'll be in trouble. I'd be in trouble.
Be in trouble behind that.
Yeah. And all you had to do was stay out the way.
That's it.
And represent me a little bit better.
That's it.
And so it's disrespectful for you, for your child, to go out there getting in the way, doing stuff they ain't got no business doing.
Especially if I done already did that, man. I done been in jail. I done been homeless. I done been on drugs. You don't got to do that.
No, sure don't.
I done did enough of that for you.
Been in all those situations and still didn't do that. Still didn't wind up like that. Still didn't do that. That's messed up. I mean, you know, on the other hand, they didn't have to treat that little girl like that.
No.
You never should treat nobody like that.
No.
Yeah, man, I'll be locked up for life.
Yep.
I'm just saying, man, to treat somebody like that, a little girl, fragile as she was, to do that, man.
But to our point, as a parent, your child should not be a little girl on top of a grown man trying to throw punches.
No.
That is not, that can only end up bad.
Exactly. But one way for that to turn out, and that's bad. That's just like you out there arguing with the police, doing all this crazy stuff. It can't turn out but one way. You don't have a win in that situation.
You're not gonna win.
You do not have a win. How come you ain't taught that you can't win that battle? I'm just saying.
And that goes back to, see, it's like we just be talking around in circles. Because that's the whole thing what we saying. Us as men, we know certain, but we know, I know if the police come up on us, what you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. I can't win. I gotta know when I can't win.
I've never seen nobody not listen to the police. It's 10 officers, one person not listening, they walked away.
Yeah, man. Come on.
That
man.
ain't happening.
It ain't gonna happen.
You fighting and wrestling, and man, what they gonna do? Oh man, you fighting enough. All right, you got it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Definitely you got it. I know I can't win that situation. But yet here I am gonna keep I done seen it happen over and over again. God rest their souls, man. These young men getting caught, getting killed by the police. And I'm just saying, man, you out here and you can't follow one command.
That's it. You got a gun in the
one
car.
command, man.
You got a gun in the car. No, I ain't got no gun in the car. They see the car. They see the gun in the car. You go to get in the car. Sir, don't get in the car. Don't get in the car. You get in the car. Stop. Now you done got killed.
Yeah. I mean, how come you just didn't stop? I mean, you tell me why the man wouldn't stop. Jacob Blake was a big thing. What was that, up in Wisconsin somewhere?
Oh yeah, they just showed the police shoot the innocent him. They ain't show him over there whooping the wheels off the police.
Exactly. They show you one side of the story. Now, just before that, he over there beating the police down. Then the police tell him, don't go in that car. And you going in it anyway. Man, tell me what's wrong with that picture. And
I keep telling people, just because it's the police, man, everybody act like just because it's the police. If you got your gun, your weapon in your hand, and somebody walking towards their car, and you don't know if they got something in their car.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's you. You
ain't
even the police.
Okay, if I'm the police, what I supposed to do? Turn around and run? I ain't much of a police if I got to turn around and run. I'm just telling you that right now. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to turn around and run because the man going to his car to get his gun. That ain't happening. I mean, for all the people going up there marching and going on about that foolishness, knowing this man that just got over there on the other side of the car, beating the wheels off the police, now he going to try to get in his car. I mean, come on, man. We have to start. I don't know where our thinking cells go to, man. I mean, you going to get shot. You don't know you're going to get shot.
I don't know, man.
The police is not going to run, take off and run. They don't do that. I mean, they just don't do that.
No, they better not do that.
Yeah, they better not do that. They will not have a job or nothing else, disgrace and all.
So what do we do to fix this?
I don't know. Y'all tell us. What do we do to fix this thing about our kids disrespecting and doing all this?
I think the first thing I would say is I think it starts with manners. And I think it comes with you have to make sure they always know that they're a child. And there's a difference. I think that this generation doesn't understand the line is blurred between child and adult.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you need to clear up these lines, and I think we need to make these kids understand that you are a child and this is an adult. Oh, but I don't care what he said. See, that's another thing. That my parents would tell me, I don't care what he said. I don't care what he does. Listen, that's an adult. You come to me if you got a problem. I'll square that away with the adult. You ain't got no business getting into this. Because when adults used to get together when I was little, you know what they'll tell the kids? Y'all go in the room. That's where that old saying, stay out of grown folk business come from. Yeah, because you're a child up in all our business and you got some kind of input. You don't have input in this situation. You're a child. You go in there with the other kids and you have that child discussion. You ain't standing here with us.
Because they just got that mentality. I mean, or if me and you went and we walked past 10, 14-year-olds and we asked all of them, what you looking at? What you looking at?
Yeah.
I guarantee you ain't none of them go get their parents. We're gonna have to box all of them.
Yeah, so live.
Or dodge bullets because they probably gonna be shit.
Loaded and strapped.
And all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing their place, not saying they're less than, but they're a child. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Well, then, and then you bring up a good point there simply because people take that as saying that, well, the child is less than you trying to make them seem lower. No. You just got to know your place.
I mean, it's like you're a child.
Right.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, they got infants, they got toddlers, they got, children,
stages to
young adults. They got, until you get up to being an adult, you're a child.
Well, how many parents have keep kids out of the house by saying that if you're gonna try to tell me what to do, you're gonna have to get out of my house?
Yeah, that's it.
You're
a child.
You're a child. You ain't telling me what to do. Or are you gonna tell another grown-up what to do? Because you'll find yourself in a hard way.
Exactly. And then y'all just, award, like I said, the kid gets straight up, you buying the new J's.
Yeah.
He's talking back to you, your child disrespect.
Yeah. When do you reward disrespectfulness? That's my point. And that's what is causing a lot of this. That's what's driving a lot of this. I've seen parents, especially mothers, get cursed out by their children, and you still go over there and buy them new J's. When do we start rewarding bad behavior? Bad behavior doesn't regard being rewarded. It's supposed to be punished. We done got this stuff all mixed up. We done got it all twisted around.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards now. You reward bad behavior, good behavior, you don't think nothing about it. Yeah, that's not getting rewarded. You don't reward bad behavior. I never did that.
The person has asking God to keep them and give them godly relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it do.
That helps a lot.
But it takes a little bit more than that too, though.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Because you got to be stern, because you don't nobody walk over nobody that don't allow them to walk over.
Right.
That's just simple as that.
That's right.
All I say is, shoot, most of the decisions he made in the streets because he knew the consequences if it got back to the house.
Absolutely.
And that was the same with me.
Yeah. We knew not what to do while we was outside, because we know when we got back to the house, we got something coming anyway. Again. Shoot, even if the police hemmed us up, we better not go back on the police. What? What? Oh, yeah. Come on in here. Yeah. That's what happens. You go down there and you did that. You did what?
Yeah, that's the way it goes, though.
Yeah.
It was even like that, like you say. It was like that.
Yeah.
You got in trouble outside, or you got in trouble. When they came and reported it to mom, you got a whooping.
You got another whooping. Yeah. After they done took care of their business with you, you get some more business. You don't get rewarded for that. You don't start jumping on the police for telling you that he done did something wrong. Well, I don't believe that cop just first thing, he was prejudiced, all that mess. Man, come on, man. You're in the wrong place. I tell you what, you need to teach your children how to stay out the way. Stay out the wrong places. How about that? Keep winding up in the wrong places. Now everything is everybody else's fault but your fault, but you was there.
Yeah.
How was you there? What was you doing there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you was getting in the way down there.
Yeah, and like you say, a lot of people was there, but some people wasn't in the way.
All them people around that little girl last week, and this one decided to go jump on a grown man. I mean, all these other kids had the mindset and the knowledge to say, I better stay away from this because I tell you what, if they'd have started that, it'd have been more than her getting dumped. It would have been a lot of them.
And I think the thing is, and the saddest part about it is, and what me and Art is making this episode about is, we have to teach them. They don't have to learn how she learned.
Yeah,
she learned it in a way that she shouldn't have had to learn that lesson. Why would she have to learn that lesson that way?
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand it.
And a lot of the problem is, and as bad as what the cop did, what Art said is true too. Had he not done it, she'd still do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what about the next time?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what you gonna learn from that? No. If there's another girl jumping on a dude and you on the outside, you go do the same thing.
To go jump right in it. And consequences can get worse than that. See, consequences, boy, is something big.
But by her not learning that at home, and let's be all the way, keep it 100.
All right.
Because me and Art talk about this all the time. She might have just made a bad judgment call. Because we talk about that all the time. Me and Art could go down there and march right now, and everybody in the police be out there in riot gear, and everybody grab a rock and throw a rock, and me and Art ain't down there to throw no rocks. But just out of the heat of just grab a rock.
I pick one up, man. I just want to throw one.
Just throw one. And then somebody grab you, now you don't went by for getting dropped on your head.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can happen like that.
Yeah.
It can happen like that. So, good people make bad decisions too.
Absolutely.
So that don't mean that she like that. But, we have to be the parents and they have to learn from us.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, we the teachers.
Yeah.
Because people learning these lessons, getting shot by the police, getting dropped, getting all these lessons being taught to the younger generations from everybody but the parents.
Yeah, exactly, man. Come on. We got to do the training. We got to do the teaching. And stop rewarding bad behavior. If you do it one time, you'll do it again. That's the whole problem. You'll do it one time, you're going to do it again. Yeah. Where is this coming from?
Yeah. And you ain't gonna stop until you don't get away with it.
Exactly.
Just like we say, she learned from that one.
Yeah.
She did.
But it's the way she had to learn. It shouldn't have to be
like that. It should never be like that.
Man, I'm telling you. So we need to get a hold of this thing out here. Because I'm talking about, I don't even know how we're gonna get our kids to working right now. Y'all do know that AI is coming up. We got a big session we're gonna share with y'all about AI, about healthcare. Y'all don't know healthcare is the biggest scam. That affordable healthcare is the biggest scam that ever happened. That Obamacare is the biggest scam. Y'all do know that the government paid the insurance companies directly, right? They pay the insurance companies directly. So when you go out there and file a claim, they already paid. If you don't file a claim, they already paid. That's why they kept trying to make you pay your taxes, because they already paid the insurance company. They was trying to recoup some of that money. That's what's going on. So the insurance companies is raising premiums right now.
They get money because that's why they get all this. Where you think they get wrongful death suits from?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what a wrongful death suit is, right?
Yeah.
They take out them every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can go out there right now, God forbid, and get a flat tire, and they go try to change the tire, and somebody sideswipe me and take me out of here, and the insurance company will cash out my mom.
Yeah.
For a wrongful death suit.
Right.
So they got money. They getting money from the government. They already paid.
They already paid.
That's a big scam. To the pot.
Yeah, that's a big scam. And did you know I think it was over 150,000 people had claims last year, or didn't even claim the money, and the insurance company just put it in their pocket. Over 150,000 people, the insurance money. And most of the people that don't even meet their deductible, all that money that's went to this insurance company, they get free. They up over 1,000%. Right now, they stopped.
Yeah, insurance pay out money to people that don't even got insurance. But everybody got to pay for insurance.
Yeah, everybody pay for it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the biggest scam. They need to erase that Obamacare mess, because nobody's getting paid but the insurance company. We're going to have an episode on that too. That's who's getting all the money. The insurance companies get paid by the government. And guess what? They're sitting there holding the government closed right now because they want the insurance companies to get more money. They want to give them another $1 trillion. That's all that's about. The insurance company's going to get fat off of that. We get nothing. So now they're talking about giving money to the people to give them. If the government going to give money, give it to us. Let us decide. What does that do? That drive insurance costs down.
Oh, Oh, well, that ain't nothing but my money. Oh, whoop-de-doo, they giving us back. Oh, that ain't nothing but my money.
Yeah.
Well, he think he doing something
Yeah.
because he want to give me $2,000. It's
Yeah.
already my money, man. I don't care nothing about that, man. I don't care nothing about that.
Yeah.
I don't care why you give me the money.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
care about that. When the hell we started caring about why?
Yeah.
Everybody care about why.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get $1 million check in your mailbox, you gonna go to the bank and be like, oh, I don't want this because I don't know why it came.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna care nothing about the why.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's okay if the other side gets to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it's okay if they give it to the insurance companies and then you got to pay high premium. That's okay. Yeah, man, come on, man. We got to wake up and wise up.
We our biggest own enemy, man. I keep telling you all the time, man. Just like football, they just put the play in. They up there in the box.
Yeah.
We down there on the field. They call down the play to CNN, ABC, all the Charlemagne and Whoopi Goldberg and all them. They the coaches. They come down there. They send the play out to us, and we just run it. First down, touchdown.
Touchdown every time.
That's it.
They just ran a play like that in Virginia. Don't y'all know that a black woman, okay, was running for governor of Virginia, and a white woman was running for governor. The white woman is for all this LGBT stuff that we've been talking about and getting rid of, all the illegal, she's for all of that stuff. And guess who the NAACP got behind? I don't have to tell you that.
Just because the black woman had an R on her name.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that. I don't have to tell you who the NAACP backed. These people ain't nothing, man. And if I lived in Virginia, I'd try to get rid of every one of them doggone NAACP people and put my foot up in their tail and tell them they need to get out and stop trying to represent somebody because they know they ain't no earthly good. Yeah, that's what I'd do if I lived in Virginia. I'd be on the doorsteps knocking up there. Look, man, you part of the NAACP, and I'm telling you to your face, you ain't nothing. Piece of trash to me if you want me to know about it. That's just trash. Then you had D.L. Hughley getting on there telling people that the woman looked like, who says the woman looked like Don King or somebody? I mean, this is a black man trashing a black woman, but nobody got nothing to say about it.
Now, if it was a white man,
no, if it was Kamala Harris, somebody who ain't even black, you over there standing up for.
Or if she was a Democrat and Trump said something about her,
right?
If you're on there tell you you're a racist bigot,
right? Exactly.
Same thing.
Yeah, man, come on, man. I don't like stuff like that.
Hypocrites.
Yeah, I don't hate that. We call them the Hippocratic Party, which they are.
The hypocrites. Y'all sit there go. One thing about me, I'm not gonna be mad at nobody for doing the same thing that I'm doing.
Absolutely not.
I need my leader to have human qualities.
Absolutely.
Because one thing about it, if you see me and Art running for president, if Art ain't got his chains on and I ain't got my hat to the back, don't vote for us. If we ain't pulled up in no drop, or we ain't pulled up with shining, don't vote for us because we playing.
Exactly.
We out there, we acting like something, but you go get the fake.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get the real. If we talking like how we talking right now, you better vote for us because you go get something out of this.
You gonna get the real. That's exactly right.
That's it, man. Y'all sit up there, y'all want to vote for somebody because they talk a certain kind of way because they nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they say a nice word.
Yeah, exactly.
But they ain't got their policy to back it up.
Nothing.
Yeah, you listen to the policy.
Gas $7 a gallon and you happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything high. I posted gas $3.29 the other day, premium. Yeah. $3.29 on North Tryon, right? Somebody told me, oh well, if you can't afford to pay for gas, then you complain. No, if you complain about the price of gas, then you don't need to be driving. Okay, sir, but the people that are supposed to be for me, because I'm black, right? If the other side is the racist bigots, then that means that then this side is supposed to be the side that's got my best interests in heart.
Well, and that's probably what the same guy 2 years ago when gas was $5 crying.
See what I'm saying?
That's what that was. Out here just crying, man. You know, we have to do like the one person said on there, man. Keep praying, keep asking God to keep these kids. We got to do our part. We got to step in. We got to train them up. They tell us to train them up in a way that they would go, man. Yeah. Training up somebody. You know what training entails? Training ain't a one-day thing. A boxer or a fighter don't train for one day. They train every day, year round. Yeah. They keep training till they think they're good enough to do it. That's what you got to do to children. Yeah. You keep training them. Every day, everything you do is a training moment. You use everything for a training purpose. Okay, I'm going to use this for a training. This is a teachable moment. Yeah. I'm going to make this a teachable moment. Okay, I'm gonna teach you something. I'm gonna learn you something. I'm gonna take what you're doing and make it out of something I can teach you something about.
Yep. And to recap what we went over, the first thing is you got to make sure they stay in the kid's place.
Absolutely.
The kid got to stay in the kid's place.
Absolutely.
You got to let the grown folks handle grown folks stuff.
Yeah.
If you're having a problem with your child, you need to let your child know if they're having a problem with an adult, then they need to let you handle that with an adult.
Yeah.
You know, who made them grown? We need to talk to our kids about who told you was grown.
Yeah, and about being a kid and staying in the kid's place. Stay in your lane.
And stop. And one thing I don't like is, man, look here, man, if your kid doing something that you ain't all right with, and people got this thing, oh, well, I'd rather them do it around me than do it in the streets and all this stuff. I kind of get that, but my thing is, if they not old enough to do it, they don't need to be doing it.
Absolutely.
If you ain't old enough to buy cigarettes, why you smoking? If you ain't old enough to drink, why you drinking?
Exactly.
Now, come on now, who made that okay?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, because the consequences come from them actions.
Yeah.
They wearing on their little bodies at an early age.
Yeah.
It's the parenting styles. You know, we knew we was kids. Why don't they know they kids? We knew we was kids, but for some reason they don't know. We need to find out why they don't know.
Well, the person that put on there that you got the 35-year-old grandmama right now, they don't even know. That's one of the reasons they don't know their kids. Because you want to make them grown up because you trying to stay young as they are. Stop trying to stay as young as they are, and you act grown up so those kids can act grown up.
That's right. Grown people consequences.
Absolutely.
When you're doing stuff as a child or as a woman, like we was talking about.
Right.
Because a lot of times, you know, we know how this stuff line up. Because a lot of times the men ain't around, like the dude said.
Exactly.
You got to stay when you get in adult space or in a man's space, you got to be careful.
Absolutely.
You got to be careful, because when you in grown folks situations, you end up getting grown folk consequences.
Absolutely.
And then getting 2 punishments. That they no longer get 2 punishments.
Nope.
You only get the 1 punishment, and then your parent backing you on that.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't see no wrong you did.
That's the problem.
But our generation didn't see no right we did.
Exactly. Everything we did was wrong. That keeps you in line.
That's it.
That's what keeps you in line.
If the teacher said you did it, you did it.
Right.
Now, if the teacher say you did it, you trying to figure out what the teacher did.
Right, exactly. Instead of trying to figure out what you did as a kid. Because the first thing, like I told you, they told me, okay, wait a minute. How can they pick you out of all them people? Yep. You got all them people in there minding, doing what they do. Oh, everybody had their phone out. But why did they pick you? It was something about you that made them pick you.
Have this generation of parents become soft?
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, they training men these days to be soft. They want a soft man out here. Why do they want a man soft? Well, the Bible tell you, you got to weaken the strong man to break in his house. Yeah. How can you break in a strong man's house except you make him weak? They make the man weak. Now the man weak, they can take over the man. That's what they don't want is strong-minded men out here. That's why they're trying to flip them all, make them be soft, all kind of stuff like this. Now they can come and bind the strong man. You can't break in the strong man's house unless you first bind him. So you got to bind him. You got to get him weak where he can't protect himself. That's what they want to do. That's a fact. They just trying to get the men weak out here. They want them weak. They want them all acting like women. If they had their way, all men would be acting like women.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So we man saw it, not a strong man.
Not a strong woman.
Yeah, so not a strong
woman.
Yeah,
absolutely. But they trying to turn the women strong, knowing they can't be but so strong. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now you got all the women out here trying to act like men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And who wants a strong woman? Because they ain't gonna be but so strong. They know that. As much as you want to be a man, you'll never possess the strength. Mm-hmm. You'll never possess the strength a man got, the durability he got, and none of that. You just ain't built to do that. Men are built for that. That's why they built men. That's why it's a difference between a man and a woman. Contrary to popular belief, they telling you that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. Yeah. But that's contrary to that. Yeah. Everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they don't want you to know that. That's why me and Blow was saying everything is backwards out here. Mm-hmm. They got everything out here backwards. Mm-hmm. They're making you believe that you can be a woman, making a woman believe she can be a whole man and knowing it ain't. And making you believe that a man can have a baby, all this kind of crap.
Not only do they say you're a man, you can be a woman, you're a man, you can be the best woman out of all women.
Yeah, you can win Woman of the Year.
You can be a woman and win Man of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Yeah, and be a man and one woman of the year.
It's just
How
giving
do
you
that?
something just for a token or a pacifier to keep a group of people mouth closed. Because I'm telling you, they better not ever, 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 ever give another woman of the year award to a man as long as my mama got a job.
I'm telling you, man.
Because she's more qualified.
Absolutely. Any woman that's a real woman is more qualified.
But you could take one that's got mental health issues, drug problems, every problem up under the sun.
Yeah.
She's more qualified than any man.
Exactly. Will ever be. I'm just telling you that. Me and bro, we definitely didn't like that.
No, we ain't like that. And ain't no woman saying that.
And that's what I don't get. Why the women didn't say something about that?
Come on, man. Y'all got a whole lot of, come on, man.
Because the women wanting to be men anyway. That's what we've been saying.
I got a whole lot of mess out there. I tell my kids every day, you are a kid, do kid shit, go play.
Go play. That's right.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I remember like it was just, man, one thing I remember, this got my brain stained. When I was a child, I would never, ever, ever look into the mouth of an adult conversating.
Yeah.
Boy, if you don't get your ass out of here, boy, if you don't get out of adult conversation.
Absolutely.
They ain't even want your ears to even sit on that. Now you all on the phone. Oh my God, you've been talking adult conversation for 4 or 5 hours. Your child just soaking it in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a problem too.
That's one of the biggest problems right there.
Yeah, these adults talk to their kids like their friends instead of like they're the kids.
Yeah, you got to know your place. Not only as a child, got to know their place as a child. The parents got to know their place as a parent.
As an adult.
Yeah, because if you conducting yourself as an adult, what is that child gonna see? Nothing. He think he's supposed to act like that, and that's not true.
That's crazy.
You know. Yeah, we just telling y'all, man. We had to come back with this episode because people were questioning us about children and about what we need to do about the children. We done went through it all. Man, we had to make sure we got respect. Let's go back to the basics. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you give your child some chores to do and learn them how to work and earn?
Yep, and don't let them listen when you're on your phone having conversations
with grown-ups.
With grown-ups.
Right. That's a grown-up conversation, not a child's conversation.
Yep.
Because they think they can do that when they see you. You know, children do everything. They mimic the parents and everything they do.
They do.
Yeah. So when they see you cursing out another grown-up, they think they can do it till you put them in their place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. You out there twerking. You got the little girl, 4 or 5 years old, twerking. She don't know she's not no adult till you put her back in the kid's place.
Exactly.
You laughing and think everything's sweet. That stuff ain't sweet, man.
It sure ain't. It's definitely not sweet.
I'll tell you, man, they got it now. The good kids is bad.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah, I know it.
The good kids bad. You had good kids and you had bad kids. Now the good kids bad. I'm telling you, I be in the gym, I see them. Dude come down there, do a windmill on about 3 or 4 people. Now he's like, who want to smoke?
Yeah.
Meet me outside.
Yeah.
I'll lay all y'all down.
Yeah. Hey, bro, you're one of the best athletes in there. What are you doing?
You better go do. You better go be on the yard dunking.
Yeah. Oh man.
Me and Art go continue to bring you more episodes just like this one between what I say, what Art say, what's in the comments. The truth is in there somewhere.
Absolutely. It's one thing for certain.
2 things for sure.
We're going to tell the truth.
It's time.
It's time to tell the truth. Peace out. We thank everybody for joining in tonight, man. It's been a good episode. Please try to put some of this stuff to work. Please find out. Man.